and we are in pains, feeling for their families. These are not just people who are working with me. These are people that have been with me for years. The driver has been with me for 17 years. Do you know how heavy my heart is?
Good afternoon, good evening. God bless you. I promised you in the other video that I just uploaded a few hours ago that I'm going to show you this video. This is Johnson Suleman's reaction, maybe the first of its kind in his church and amongst his members, you know, trying to narrate his ordeal in the hands of people, and it is actually quite emotional. I tell you, it is quite emotional. But the thing is that for me, the bad taste was that people died. You know, I said something in the other video that I did, that instead of having 10 cars and buses, you know, in an entourage, in a convoy like that, having only 2 cars or even 3. And I wasn't actually addressing Suleman alone. I was saying anybody who has risen to the point where you need to go, you know, enlarge a very long queue of vehicles, you can reduce it, make it 2 or 3, and every one of them will be bulletproof. If they pick up or the cars or the buses that these people were in, if they were bulletproof, I tell you that they would have overpowered the gunmen that attacked them. But because, you know, I guess that the thing happened to them suddenly they were not expecting it. So if they were behind a car that, you know, would shield them like that of Suleman, and they decided to engage the assailants, they would have overpowered them. But because that they were just the first target, you know, and the only God knows how many of them. Now, but then that is not what I am. I'm just trying to explain this because there are some individuals that I really don't know where to place them, you know, where to place them. I will let you watch and listen to Suleman. You may become emotional, but at the end of the day, I just want to ask people to, you know, the Bible says we should mourn with those who are mourning and rejoice with those who are rejoicing, irrespective of whatever Suleman might have quoted as scandals.
You are welcome to the End Time Truth Television, the channel for the lovers of truth, for the truth of the end time. So if you are a lover of truth, give us a subscription and God bless you. Shalom.
The more they are making people hate a man that the people have never met. You don't know me, you've never met me. All you know about me are the things you read, and you have formed so much hatred, so much opinion, and you will so hold those opinions as if you know me, and you don't know me. I've never stood on this altar one day to defend myself, because the kind of pastor I am, I leave my members to make decisions by themselves. A pastor should not brainwash his people. No, whatever you read, you know me, you check what you read, compare. That's the kind of life I've lived. Am I correct? I don't come to the altar and say, oh, this thing, I just leave you. Make your decision. If you believe them, you want to stop church, glory be to God. If you want to stay in church, glory. I don't have that energy. But the reason I'm talking now, one reason, people cannot die. We are killed, and we are in pains, feeling for their families. These are not just people who are working with me. These are people that have been with me for years. The driver has been with me for 17 years. Do you know how heavy my heart is? Then somebody will be making comments about rituals, and you expect God not to punish you. And somebody will be making comments that people, they've used them, they've done this with them. I'm not going to respond to you. That is the life you live, so you think everybody is like you. I'm thinking of the family. How do we get involved to take care of their families, and you are trying to paint a picture, to paint a narrative that they've done something with them. I won't defend what I don't know about. You know what business you have with rituals. You know what business you have with the devil. I mean, I don't read. The last time I was personally on Facebook was 2017. So I don't read. But we have active platforms. We have active platforms, and there are people there. All our platforms are active, and some of them tell me, some of them just tell me in a summary of some of the things that are said there. And I'm like, people just died. Even in death, you can't honor the dead. These people just died. Why not you wait for the outcome of the investigation? Even if I know what happened, I will still have to submit it for investigation. It is not confirmed until my presentation is investigated. The fact that we don't come out to debunk everything doesn't mean that your voice is louder than our voice. We can rubbish you in one post, but we keep quiet because certain of our children, we love and respect them when they say, Papa, don't talk. I was told about a man who says a police officer that did a post that he used to supply me police. I don't know him. I've never met him. I've never ordered for mobile policeman in my life. And people believe him. It's like before people get to social media, it's like they remove their brain somewhere, go to social media with empty head. I don't know the man. I had to respond yesterday. I responded. Why will you cut? And I've not just responded. If that kind of person is dismissed from the police force tomorrow, they'll say Suleman has made it. So when you come for me, I should not respond. And there's a particular platform online that is pushing that diabolic. Why are they not telling the world what I've done to them? One time they went offline for 2 weeks. Another time again, they went offline for 3 weeks. They came back, said they went to do a surgery. Which surgery? I was the one chasing them. I was the one chasing them. They were planning to run. That's why they gave the platform to somebody else, and the person was typing, and people caught it that this is not the way the people normally type. So they quickly took the platform. They are planning to run. People think they live abroad. Which abroad? They live in Nigeria. They know that I know them. If I finish talking now, they will cut a part of this thing I'm saying, put it on their page to debunk it. You can't run for too long. I'm already on your doorstep. They know that, and the truth is when people get to know who these people are, they'll feel angry with themselves. Young people who they are calling royal names, young under 40. All they have done is to destroy celebrities, destroy politicians. When they want to destroy you, they will post a lot of things on their Telegram and say they're about to start talking. So those who don't want them to talk, we go and pay them. They are changing cars on blackmail. Young people. When you come out to talk, they say damage control. What did you damage and what are we controlling? Why are you overrating yourself? What did you damage and what are we controlling? Don't watch now. They will cut a part of this video now and put it on their platform, and they will put laughing emoji. Oh, we are already I'm on you. Real people don't fight online, they fight in real life. Make your noise online and I'm hitting you real life. They know that I know them. They know I know them. So they're expecting me now to expose them, to mention their name so they can use their platform to deny. I'm smarter than you. Real media is journalism, not gossip. You are destroying people's life. You are destroying people's life. Destroying celebrities. When they come out to talk, you shut them up. When you finish talking, people talk. Listen to them. So many things have been said about me in this life. A young boy was doing videos. He said he was close to me, that he lived in my house. He knows me too well. Many of you in this church don't know him. Many of you don't know him. Am I saying the truth? If he was that close to me, how come many of you don't? He was like a maid that lived in the house. He wasn't even living in the main house. He was living in one of the boys' quarters, not close to me. He comes to clean the room and go. But But he gave impression that he was so close to me. And guess what? People believed him. Are you listening? You see, the reason I'm speaking is because so many things have been allowed. Somebody did a video giving an accusation that my late mother-in-law had cancer. You may have heard about it. Died of cancer. Nothing like that. How come I don't have the medical report? How come my wife doesn't have it and you have it? Me, I don't have the report. My wife doesn't have the report. The doctor, she died of wrong prescription, wrong drugs. A quack doctor gave her expired drugs. And you were just lying. Before you start attacking the man, check what the man stands for. I'm not one of the pastors that believe in stupidity. If I have money, I will buy every member in this church a bulletproof car. If I have money, I will buy every member in this church. Are you following me? Here, in this place, there is a hospital. Is that true? In the church premises, there is what? A hospital. How many pastors will believe that? If faith doesn't take you, you want to get yourself treated, that's what your faith carries. Go ahead. If your faith carries prayer, go ahead. We leave people to their faith. We don't sell oil, we don't sell handkerchief. Are you listening? So know what I stand for before you start. I know that some of you, Papa is okay. Papa, stop talking. Papa, ignore them. They are damaging the faith of innocent people with their lies. They are damaging the faith. Are you listening to me? People cannot die and they are dead, and we allow somebody to be saying they were used for rituals. Their spirit will not rest when such a lie is put on them. Are you listening to me? How evil and wicked the world is. And you check most of those people, they are Christians. I was in a religion before I became a Christian. I was in a religion before I became a Christian. They are not that nasty like this one here. Many Christians are on their phone than on the throne. They go through their phone than they read the Bible. They read headline, they don't wait to read the story, they start making comments. So fast, something just happened. Calm down. Wait for investigation. Wait for it. Even if we know what happened, they still have to be investigated. But the souls of those people will rest in peace. We're going to rise up for a moment of silence. For those that we have lost. And in this silence, we are saying to the Lord, affliction will not rise a second time. But it's nothing. It's not, don't see it as anything. Okay? He disappoints the device of the craft. He aborts the scheme. Why are you clapping? Now, there's a problem. There's a problem. If I'm your pastor, you should have known that. Wait, let me explain to you. Let me tell you how my mind works. When things like that come out, I feel for you. I don't feel for me. That's the truth. I feel for you. Most of you go, you are fighting, you are confronting people. I feel for you, not me. Me, I'm dead. Galatians 2:20, I'm crucified with Christ. Nevertheless, I live. Doesn't bother. So we're going to pray, okay? But you know, I told my wife something. I said, you need to know when to be soft and when to be tough. Sometimes you are too soft. God will use some things to teach you a lesson. That you are too. That's what God told me. I said, Lord, why me? Am I the only one? There are many pastors in this world. He said, you're not the one, but you're the only one that's too soft. You are soft. When you see somebody who's doing something, discipline. No, forgive. And they grow with it. Now bring it up again. It disappoints the vice of the crafty. Bring it up. Bring it up. Translation. Can we get amplified? Amplified. Let's get amplified. It frustrates the device and the schemes of the crafty, so that their hand cannot attain success or anything lasting. We're going to take a prayer. In life, one of the things that you need the Holy Ghost to help you dictate around you is craftiness. It takes, and there's sometimes the Holy Spirit will begin to reveal that to you, but you think you can push it aside.
This is the time of some kind of sober reflection anyway. And some persons are accusing him of using the guys for sacrifice. Some said he might have arranged this incident in order to, extricate himself from some form of allegation and all that. Because he actually didn't do himself good enough coming out to point back to what happened since 2017, which has been his what he has been into, or the allegations and counter allegations coming towards him from women, from Otobo and the rest of it. Now this wasn't the right place. This wasn't the right time for that kind of thing to come up. It wasn't that's not the right time. Whether you like it or not, you hate me or you like me for saying this, it wasn't the right time. But I also give him the benefit of the doubt that he is a human, and no man is always right at every time. So it might be the weight or the shock of what happened that pushed him to use this as an as a way to a kind of springboard to start up from, in order to begin to defend himself, to prove that he has been innocent of these things that he has been accused of. And I must tell you that I've said I want to wake up one morning and hear that every one of these things are lies. There is nothing we gain, from all these things. Well, anyway, God bless you. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Till then, from me to you, shalom.